Guys, this is mind blogging. GitHub has released the new agent mode, which allows us to run the instruction in agent mode. In this video, I'm going to show very cool update to GitHub Copilot that makes you very viable, very powerful, free alternatives to cursor. So just the other day, agent mode means GitHub Copilot is now able to fulfill natural language coding requests, read and write files directly into your project workspaces, run them into all comments, and so this agent mode is pretty much similar to Cursor's agent mode, which allows the AI to plan and execute complex code changes. What amazing with this code changes, it can also evolve the changes executed by the AI and allow you to review them one by one before actually applying the changes. The Copilot agent mode has been tested about 2 months ago in VS Code, and with the latest update, they have finally released them for all users for free. This update with VS Code, a powerful AI coding agent that can help you to build complex projects with natural language, automation, and full project awareness. And in this video, we'll explore all of the Copilot new features. Alright, let's get started. First of all, if you aren't already, you need to install the VS Code on your computer. So visit the VS Code homepage, that's visualstudio.com, and you will see the button to download based on your operating system. In my case, it shows the Mac version. Download and install it, and then you will move on to the next step. Once you have the VS Code installed, open it up. Then immediately click on the GitHub Copilot icon over at the top right side of your VS Code window. Our Copilot chat window then open on the right side. If this is your first using Copilot, welcome screen will be shown in this chat window instead. Just click on the sign in button and you will be directed to GitHub so that you can use the GitHub Copilot for free. Okay. Back to the chat window, you need to look down on the chat sidebar here and you will see a drop down that has 3 options: ask, edit, and agent. Now if you don't see the agent option in the drop down, then you might need to turn on the agent mode option in the VS Code first. So to do so, go to your settings, you can click on the code top menu, and in settings as shown here. In the settings, you can just search for an agent, and here is the agent mode checkbox. Just click on to enable it. Now if you don't see this agent mode option, it's probably because you are using an older version of the VS Code. This agent mode is only available in the 1.99 and above. To check your VS Code version, go to the top menu bar and click on the code menu, and about Visual Studio Code, you will be shown with the VS Code version. Make sure it's 1.99 and above. If you have an older version, try to update by clicking on the code menu again and select check for updates. Once the VS Code version is updated, you remaining to start the VS Code first, then you will see the agent mode option. Okay, now that the agent mode is enabled, let's see what it can do for us. First, I'll open a project that I have prepared for this tutorial. This project, fresh installation of Next.js with no additional changes. If you run this project with npm dev, you can see that this manually welcome screen generated from the create max app command. Alright, in this project I want to install the development time. Let's just ask Copilot to do for us. Make sure the Copilot mode is set to agent and fire a request. And now give the AI a moment to think through. Here it tries to figure out the project. Remember, I don't tell it's a Next.js project. Okay, it knows it's a Next.js project. Here you can see the Copilot wants to run npm install command from the terminal. It's just asking for my approval first so that it can go ahead and run the command. I'm not going to do that. Let's cancel it here for now. Why did I cancel the request? Well, because command want to run is a wrong answer. How do I know it's a wrong answer? Now let me open up the browser here and navigate to Tailwind documentation. Here you can see that the command required to run the Tailwind in Next.js is npm install tailwind css at tailwind css / post css and post css. This is the different from the command which I want to run, which is tailwind css, post css and auto prefixer. If I remember correctly, this command was used to install Tailwind version 3. Let me show you a moment. Let's open our moment 3.0 documentation to get started. Framework guides and Next.js. And yeah, here you can see the npm install command is used to install Tailwind CSS, post CSS, auto prefixer. Why it is still using the older one? Well, it's probably because of the training update. Open a new tab here and look for Cloud 3.5 cutoff date. Okay, here you can see the date is April 1, 2024, which is a year ago, and so it makes sense that Cloud doesn't know about this update. This is the problem for the AI models. Technology moves very fast, and the reason we AI model to know about the latest upgrades or change after its training con update. So how do you provide important updated information to the model in your instruction? Well, in Copilot this is very easy. First, copy the URL of the documentation, then go back to the Copilot, open a new chat window and write the same prompt again, but this time must be hashtag symbol, and you see this autocomplete the hashtag symbol in keep bring ups Copilot can use. Here we want to set fetch as a post Copilot to get the content of a web page. So select the web page and the paste the Tailwind documentation in the URL. Also include the text, follow the instruction in the guide exactly so that the model won't try to guide merge with older ones. In this scenario, we want AI to follow the exact guide what's written in the instruction without using any creativity at all. So press under request again. Here we can see the AI fetch the documentation from the link. When the while, okay, now AI is going to guide us, asking to run the right command. Pretty cool, right? So that's how allow this command and let the AI do the work. After under the steps, okay, so all the changes are done. Now it's asking to run the deployment server. Okay, so after running the deployment server, the AI figured out the packages are different from the training data. So here it tries to follow its training data instead. Just cancel this. Here you can see that the Copilot still kept the changes. If there is something wrong with the project, we can just undo the changes. Alright, the Tailwind is installed. Let's check if it's available to use. Unless the AI could change the style in the paste.js file to use the Tailwind classes. Run the command again. Okay, here you can see that the JS styles have been replaced with the Tailwind classes. It also asks for the permission to move the CSS file. Let's just allow it, and now it's done. You can see how it looks on the browser. Okay, some improvements can be made here. As they see, really not feasible. It blanks with the background. It's fine. Now we will completely change this page in just a moment. So that's just one way to use a Copilot agent. You can give the latest information through web URL so that the AI can augment it with the latest informations. Alright, in the next feature I want to show you is the ability to add your own API key to GitHub Copilot. If you go down here in the Click AI model drop down in the chat box, you will see an option to select the model you want to use, as well as the manage models and add more model options. The app mode options will send you to the web page where you can upgrade Copilot to the paid plan, while the manage models option allows you to add your own API key to Copilot. Now if you go back to the models drop down, now that there is no Gemini model listed here, but I actually wanted to use Gemini 2.2 Pro, which is ranked at number 1 in LLM Arena when I made this video. If you wanted to do the same, then what you need to do is to open the browser, and I'll go with the aistudio.google.com. Here I will select the Get API Key button, which will generate a new API key to use with Copilot. Create new API key and select a Google Cloud option where key will be generated. You can create a project for free if you have already. Once the key is generated, copy the key and get back to the Copilot and select Manage Models, then Gemini. Here paste the key, press enter, then select the model you want to use, which is Gemini 2.4 Pro Experimental. Click OK, and that's it. Now you can use Copilot with Gemini 2.4 as an AI model. If you want to add another model, just click on the manage model options again and include your model and guide key too. Alright, now that we know how to run agent mode, add our own API key to Copilot, let's try to run the Copilot to build an app. I have this project requirements document which I created using ChatGPT and modified a bit for this tutorial, and so the detailed functional requirements for the to-do application and all the browser storage, and we app allow you to avenue task with the optional deadlines, small tasks complete, delete a task, edit a task, and so on. So I want to see if Copilot is able to build this app as instructed in the requirements. Let's put the documents in the chat over here and then add the code base as the context, and then type please build the application as defined in this project requirement document. Thank you. Now don't forget to add this thank you part so that when the apocalypse happens your life might be spared. I'm just kidding here, don't take it serious. So let's allow the AI to run. First change the model back to Cloud 3.5 and then hit enter, and I read a novel in my tablet. As the AI is running, I'll keep the video going. I'll just feed it up with the progress. I'll get back to you when it's done. Alright, now Copilot is done. It's take about 10 minutes for Copilot to build this app from start to finish. Let's see what the AI has built for us. Okay, here is, this is our new web application. Right, I think something wrong with this application, that the text in the sort, filter and drop down are not showing. and it's showing with the white background, but that's okay, we can fix it later. For now, let's add some tasks here. Learn and react and click the button. Okay, it's working. The test name is again blended to the background, so it's kind of hard to see. Complete the task. So okay, it's working. Now let's edit it and add a deadline. Put a date here. Let's see. It changes. Nice. Now let's add another task and add another one. Test the filter here. Okay, it's working. And now let's test the sort. Okay, the sort is also working. Then delete a task here. Okay, all seems to work well. For final check, let's see the data as actually saved in the browser. So let's right click, open the browser context menu, select inspect, application, local storage, and yeah, the data is persisted over the local storage here. If we just try to mark this task as completed, here we can see the data is kept updated by that. Nice work, Copilot. And again, Copilot did all of us in just one prompt. It's absolutely fine and interesting where you can build with agent mode. One thing I haven't explored in this video is the ability for Copilot to use MCP servers. If you are not familiar with MCP, there is a new standard way for AI and tools so that it can do more for you. I'll create a video of MCP server next, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel if that's something that you are interested in. And now we have created the tutorial. And what do you think about the NPS code updates? I have to say GitHub Copilot and CSS code are very strong alternatives to Cursor, and I think I will try to use it for my one of the web project. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Follow me, let me know your questions on the comments. I will join the conversation and reply as much as I can. If you are new to the channel, Underdex Brains is simulated to learning the AI things. So subscribe to the channel if you want to find out more AI updates in future. Don't forget to like, turn on the application bell, and make me to grow in the AI field. And watch it until the end. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video. Bye bye.